Hello everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bryce, and this is Aiden. You haven't seen him in a while, but I'm over at his house right now, and this is what we have going on down in his basement. And I figured I'd give you a little Sunday Fun Day bonus video here, and just kind of go through on our display here and show you what we have going on.
Action.
So there's two 4x8 sheets of foam here. So Aiden and I both took pretty much one sheet. There's a row that kind of divides the middle of it here. Aiden kind of gets more of it, but that's fine. I kind of knew what I wanted to do. Aiden's never done a display like this before, so he had more room to kind of decide what he wanted to play around with. But I went with a smaller size dairy operation. I had the barn and everything, and I wanted to incorporate that. Up front here we have a little shop, nothing fancy, but if you look in there, it's full of tools and everything. Right now they're working on the chopper, getting that ready to go. Got all the chopper boxes out. And then if you look down the back side, I just kind of got the grove, the row of junk, old equipment and stuff, parts, old corn crib with vines growing up on it, and then all the miscellaneous equipment in the back tucked away that they don't have room for in the shed. And then up front, in front of the barn, we have the barn cleaner coming out to the manure spreader there. Got some coffee grounds in there to simulate some manure. And then got some little bins there up next to this building, and then also a couple right there. Got some bales, fuel barrel. And we just have some young stock buildings here for heifers, dry cows, whatnot. Got the calf huts in here with calves in them. Got chickens and ducks running all over the place too. Got the feed mangers here. So coming down the alley, we got the mixer coming down, feeding the cows. Still not done. This is all work in progress. It's might not ever be complete. We're always going to keep adding to it. Somewhere on here, I don't know where I put it, but Aiden and I bought well hydrants, I think is...
Oh, right there.
Yeah. So that's just... The amount of detail you can put into this stuff is crazy. I bought some little silage bags. They didn't kind of turn out how I wanted to, but that's fine. We got the bagger here getting ready to chop some hay, like I said. Then just miscellaneous equipment. We got the machine shed here. Like I said, it's a smaller farm. We got a John Deere 4400 combine, little grain truck, 8-row planter. Got a row of some wrap bales out here. And then if you look up here, there's some deer eating some apples in the apple tree. Got a lawnmower out there. And then the chicken coop is behind the house with a swing set, patio. And then that brings us over to the road, and we even got mailboxes up here. I think that was short and sweet.
So, I kind of set mine up similar to our farm. I couldn't get everything set the way that I wanted it to, but I kind of just used our farm as a place to start. So I got my hog barn here. We're drag lining manure out onto the field. And then I've got my laneway out to my pasture that goes into the cow barn there.
What did you use for the fence here?
Toothpicks and fishing line.
That turned out really nice. So then this laneway goes all the way back to the shed here.
Yeah, and then I've got my calves in this pen, and then just my cows in the other ones. They're weaned.
We're also hauling a little manure out here as well. This is Aiden's new tractor. What did this run you?
$200.
Was it worth it?
I think so.
That's pretty sharp.
Then I just got a machine shed here with all my equipment in there, and I've got some more equipment that's stored on another site that's not on the table right now.
So what do you actually do for a job besides helping on the farm?
I haul pigs. So that's my setup right there.
This is pretty identical to what Aiden drives every day, so he really wanted to incorporate that. And then on top of that, they have a couple pig barns on the farm here. Got a truck bringing some feed out.
Yeah, and then I just got the shop here with a few projects in there, and must be working on the planner right now, but then my grain bin set up. I've got a new leg that I have to go pick up, and I'll probably reconfigure the whole thing, but then just my house over there and some trees and lawnmower, and got the landscaping around the house. Little garage off to the side.
I brought a school bus over today, picking the kids up. But yeah, then we just have a little shingle, paper, whatever we cut out for the road. Got a nice curve going through it. Got some trucks coming down the road. But yeah, like I was saying, like this isn't near where we want it to be yet. We're still tinkering and working on it when we have some free nights and stuff. But you know, it's never really going to be complete. There's like that water hydrant, for example. I mean, there's little stuff like that you can just add in and you can't see unless you really look for it. So we just kind of want to keep doing that. And Aiden wants to get some different buildings. Like this is just a regular Erdl shed. He wants to get a wood building for a shop and maybe some different cattle buildings as well. So there's just a whole bunch of stuff to add like that. And not to brag here, but Aiden, I would say 95% of the stuff on here is mine. Mm-hmm. The majority of this stuff on here is mine. This is stuff that I've collected and have had. Aiden has a couple pieces of equipment, but all the cattle, most of the buildings, most of the equipment is all mine. Aiden just kind of took some of my toys that kind of replicated what they have on the farm, and then he has gone to a couple shows and got a couple things that they have in real life, such as this cultipacker here. They have one of them on the farm, and then he picked up this chopper as well. Aiden and I like to go to shows, so usually we hit up Dyersville for sure and Altoona once a year, and they're each probably 3 hours away from where we live. Yep. And those are pretty big shows, and we've been going to them for 4 or 5 years now, and it's tough to walk out of there with an empty wallet. The last time I was in Dyersville, I think it was $1,100 or $1,200 I left with toys, and it gets pretty crazy. Here's a bale wrapper right here. So these are just regular bales wrapped in Teflon tape, and then like Aiden was explaining, this fence laneway here would kind of come out to a pasture, so it kind of V's off, and just adding that garbage, out in the pasture, an old chopper box with stuff laying around it, weeds growing up, trees growing up through it. That just really makes the detail pop a little more. And then this is all of my puck manure set here, and he wanted to incorporate that with the hog site. This is just a field of coffee grounds here, and that really is just fun to play around with. These tractors out here would be on the agitators. Is that right? Mm-hmm. So they're just stirring the manure up before it gets pumped out of here. And still need to get some pumps yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Go.
From the top?
Yep.
From where? So we're on the main level now. I got a couple cabinets up here, so I guess just show you what I got. So got some. This one's a Precision Elite. That one is like a 50th anniversary Precision Classic. That one's just a
regular
Prestige Collection.
Okay.
That's a Precision Key. I think my grandpa got me that D for Christmas, and just a couple miscellaneous ones, and then another Precision Key on the bottom.
Do you like John Deere?
No. This is my other cabinet. Got a couple 4450s on top. I really like 4450s. I got this Corny the Corn Picker. I don't know, I just thought it was cool. Then a couple 1/64 scale that I thought were sweet. And then
This is where the big money is. Uh-oh.
oh no, we might be locked out. Had a little fiasco with the keys, but we got her.
So what do we got up top?
That's one of my prized possessions. It's a John Deere WA-17, and it's a John Deere and Wagner tractor. And I don't know much about them, but they look cool. And I got an 8850, just picked that one up here last year, I think.
You really like the old four-wheel drives.
Yeah, kinda.
We got a 7020 down here.
7020, that's a precision key. Those aren't cheap. And then a 4010 and a couple bush light combines.
And what do we got down here?
A 8020, 8010, and I think that little one's an 8020, but another bush light combine.
You like bush light too, huh?
Yeah, they're neat. And a few miscellaneous items on the floor. 8520, I think that's a 9630 and a 720. Oh, my grandpa made those for me when I was a kid, so.
Neat.
Here's my third cabinet. What?
Go.
Here's my third cabinet. Just got some more 16th scale stuff in here. 4240 and a 7800.
You just picked this up, didn't you?
Yep.
That's really cool.
We got those in Dyersville, the 7800 and the 8410. And then a 7520. And
Another 4450.
Yep. I like them.
Yeah, they do look cool. Well, thanks for the tour. I'm going to go home and show them my arsenal now.
Okay.
See ya. All right, so we're back home at my place now here, and I'm going to show you what's behind this door right here. So when Aiden lived with me, this was actually his ginormous bedroom right here, and then I had two more roommates live with me that also stayed in here. And now that I'm by myself, my girlfriend was sick of all my toys laying around the house, so I kind of just secluded them all to this room right here. So this is my pride and joy. I'm not going to go through every single one of these like we did with Aiden's 16 scale stuff, just because I have so many in here, but I'll just kind of give you a run through of what I got. So let's get into it. I don't lock my cabinet, so I will just open this right up. But up top in here, so these three Steigers on the left are what they would call the Authentics lineup. So the hoods all open on these, as well as the doors. So these are pretty cool pieces to have. I have three early riser planners. I only have two of them in here right now because one is over at Aiden's, but I have the 12, the 16, and the 24. Have this little side dress bar here. A couple combines. Moving down here, I have an arsenal of grain carts. I have a signed Larson Farms card there. I got that down in Louisville at the farm show last year. And then I have this Walker Farms signed card in here as well. Just think that those are pretty cool to have displayed. Yeah, just a bunch of more Steigers, quad tracks, whatnot. Then we just kind of move down. Got some old Magnums, more Steigers, more grain carts, more Steigers, more Magnums. Got some 2+2s, and then some Patriot sprayers. Just some more random stuff. So over to the next cabinet here, we got just kind of some AGCO stuff. Got Challenger combine, Alexian combine, some Gleaner combines, some AGCO Alice tractors. Got a Moline 4-wheel drive. This is some Kinsey stuff. Got some Kinsey grain carts, a couple of Kinsey planters, a Kinsey high-speed disc, a couple of Olivers, custom-built land roller. Moving down, got some Massey and more Challenger stuff. Got a Vermeer self-propelled round baler, some spec cast head carts. Got an excavator and a payloader back there. Then we have some sprayers, got some Rogators, some Haggies, some Terragators, Fendt, New Holland, Miller, and then down here just some more miscellaneous stuff. It's got some chopper boxes, manure spreaders, drills, whatnot. So over at the next shelf here now, I also have a lot of DCP semis. So that's what we're looking at right now. Got a lot of trucks with a lot of different trailer configurations. So here we go down here. Got a reefer, got a cattle pot, got some more silage wagons here. Moving down here, we have some seed tenders, some more semis, and then moving down, we have some New Holland combines, chopper, windrower, balers, and then some more down here as well. There's Chet with the big Salford. And then moving over here, we just have some more of the high detail, more expensive John Deere stuff. This is my dad's 8400T that I kind of just acquired. And then moving down, this is an 8400 that I picked up in Dyersville this year. I thought that would look good with the 8400T. And then moving down here, we got some X9s and then just some big John Deere horsepower, big grain cart, got a big ripper on that one. Then we got some sprayers and a disc and a Moco down here. A lot of the cabinets I have some empty spaces in them, and that's because I took a lot of pieces over to Aiden's house and I just haven't reconfigured and filled the spaces up, so that's why it looks kind of disorganized. And then over on these three shelves here are just a lot of plain Jane Ertl toys. Really just don't know what to do with them. I don't want to just put them in a box and I don't want to get rid of them, but so they're just here on display. Never really going to do anything with them, but the more the merrier. And then up top, just a bunch of more random stuff. Here's some race cars that were my dad's that I have acquired. And then I do have some 1/16 stuff on the 88 Oliver up top. That we have one of them on the farm, as well as a 1750. That Massey 101. My dad and uncle both tractor pulled back in the day with Massey 101s. So that's pretty cool to have. Just some more random stuff up here. A couple of ears of corn from my grandpa's last harvest. That come from the farm. That was a toy that my dad and uncle used to play with. Now, the majority of all my toys are in that room right there, but ever since I moved into this house, I put all of my Bobcat toys above the kitchen cabinets, so that's just where they're going to stay until the girlfriend really tells me I need to move them. But here is all of them. Really nothing special about them, just I had them all and needed a good spot to put them, so this is where they ended up. Well, I hope you guys liked this short little video. I could have easily made this video like an hour long, going through every detail on the display down there and all the details on some of these tractors that Aiden and I have, but I didn't want to bore you guys. I want to keep you entertained and just kind of give you a glimpse of one of my many hobbies. I wouldn't consider this a hobby anymore. I consider this an addiction. I asked Aiden before I left over there, I said, how much money do you think you have in just your 1/16 stuff? And he said, probably pushing over $6,000. And I bet with all of my stuff added up, I bet I'm close to double that, which is just crazy. And my girlfriend doesn't understand it. But like I said, it's an addiction, and I'm going to keep buying more. And they come out with new stuff every year. So I really love the high detail stuff that they come out with. It's just, I've been doing it ever since I was little, and I'll do it to the day I die. But if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you got a question, subscribe if you want to see more, and we will see you next time.